You hatch into a world of darkness, your tiny body pressed against thousands of others, all squirming in a shifting mess. The water around you is cold, heavy with silence. You do not hesitate. The moment your body breaks free, you kick with fragile fins and drift upward, away from the writhing swarm that once sheltered you. Behind, you hear the faint vibrations of your siblings tearing into one another, desperate to devour before being devoured. You know instinctively that if you linger, your life will end before it begins. So you slip into the current and vanish into the void. The sea stretches endless above and below, but you cling low to the dim seafloor, where shadows blend with sand and broken stone. Your body is small, vulnerable, yet already armed with weapons sharper than bone. Blades extend from your arms, folded tightly against your sides. They glimmer faintly, built not for defense but for killing. You wait in the stillness, every muscle coiled, every flicker in the water a threat. The silence is broken when a wide shadow drifts overhead. Predator. A fish, large enough to swallow you in a single gulp, glides across the seafloor. Its fins ripple lazily, its eyes scanning the gloom. You freeze. The water trembles with the force of your own heartbeat, but you do not move. The fish circles, then drifts onward, vanishing into the black. You remain still long after it is gone, only daring to twitch when the sand finally settles. But hunger gnaws at you, sharp and insistent. Your body demands blood. You press yourself low, crawling through jagged rock where tiny currents stir flecks of sand into the water. A crab appears, its shell glinting faintly as it scuttles across the bottom. Its claws scrape at the sand, its body oblivious to the hunter watching nearby. You stalk, each movement so slow it is invisible. The blades on your arms tremble with restrained energy. When you strike, the speed is blinding. Your weapon slices through water, but the crab jerks sideways, the blade carving only sand. The bottom erupts in a cloud of grit, and the crab bolts, its legs scratching frantically. You follow, drifting silently, patient as a shadow. When you lunge again, your strike connects. The shell cracks with a muffled snap, fragments scattering across the seafloor. The crab curls inward, legs twitching. You carve again and again until the body splits open. The taste of soft flesh fills the water. You feast, tearing greedily until nothing remains but scraps for the scavengers. But the vibrations of your assault echo far beyond your kill. The sea does not forgive noise. Something has felt you. The water carries whispers of your violence into the dark, and bigger hunters stir. You move on quickly, pressing into shadows, but the unease does not leave you. The ocean feels heavier, as if every ripple hides an eye, every shadow conceals a jaw. Days pass and you grow stronger, your body lengthening, your blades sharper, faster, crueler. You prowl across shifting dunes of sand, striking at anything small enough to kill. Worms, shrimp, young fish all fall to your lightning attacks. Yet survival is not guaranteed. For every prey you claim, there is a predator watching, waiting. One evening, as the current cools, a serpent-like eel emerges from a crevice, its body twisting, mouth yawning wide enough to crush you in an instant. Its eyes glow faintly, fixed on your trembling shape. You bolt, weaving between broken rocks, your arms folded tight to your body. The eel glides after you, relentless, its long body slipping through gaps as easily as water itself. You twist sharply into a fissure too narrow for its skull. The eel slams against stone, its jaws snapping just short of your tail. The sound of teeth grinding on rock shakes the water. You crawl deeper, hidden in the gloom, while the predator lingers outside, waiting. For long minutes, it circles, its movements stirring a haze of silt. Only when the water finally stills do you dare crawl back into the open. You survive, but your body is trembling, and the memory of that wide, crushing mouth will never leave you. The ocean grows no kinder as you grow older. Shadows deepen, predators sharpen, and even the sand seems to shift beneath you as if alive. One night, the water explodes with chaos. A school of fish fleeing wildly, their bodies flashing silver streaks in the dim light. You sense the reason before you see it. A shape rises from below, vast and monstrous, its fins spreading like wings. Array. It glides effortlessly, mouth gaping, vacuuming hundreds of fish into its cavernous maw. The swarm collapses, scattering into nothing. You flatten yourself against the seafloor, praying the current does not betray your presence. The giant drifts closer, its body blotting out what little light filters down. The shadow swallows you whole. Sand whirls violently as it passes above, its vast body nearly brushing the ground. You do not move. You cannot. The crushing weight of silence presses down until the giant finally slides away, fading into the darkness, leaving only devastation in its wake. The truth of your existence becomes clear. Survival is nothing but balance, a constant dance between hunger and death. You are predator but also prey. Every moment you hesitate, something hunts you. Every strike you make sends echoes through the water, calling killers from the dark. There is no safety here. The sea is endless, but it is also a prison, its walls invisible yet absolute. You fight because you must. You kill because you cannot live otherwise. And so you continue, crawling through shadows, blades folded, eyes sharp. You feed when you can, strike when you must, and hide when you are hunted. The cycle never ends, only sharpens. Somewhere in the black, bigger jaws are waiting. Somewhere in the sand, stronger claws are buried. One mistake is all it takes. One flicker too slow, one breath too loud, one strike that misses. The sea will swallow you whole, just as it has swallowed countless before you. And still you press forward, trembling, starving, and unyielding. Because in this world of endless darkness, it is kill or be killed, and your story is only beginning.